thoughts on the upcoming election, really quick? How do we get people
Yeah,
to vote?
wild. It's wild. You know, I this is the first time although I read another poll today which said conservatives are set for another majority. All these polls are who knows what any of them means, right? I think it's exciting as hell because generally it's a foregone conclusion who's going to win, and there may be a little bit, you know, in that first or second Harper-Paul Martin election, we weren't sure. We could go one way or the other. And then there was that weird stuff with the RCMP where they started to leak stuff, and then Harper took over, and that was the end of that run. So I get how back then it could have been a bit closer. This election maybe is wide open. So I find that to be really exciting. I know in my riding, where I live in Toronto, between two of the parties, nobody has any idea how it's going to go. It's that neck and neck. So every vote matters. I'm not so worried about trying to get youth to vote. I mean, I've done this on Much Music a lot where it's like, how do we get young people to vote? And I'm like, young people are just, if you think about it, right, you're 18 years old, 18, 19, 20, you're finally moving out of the house for the first time, possibly. You've picked a career, so you're going to school. You've got the prospect of an education debt coming your way. You've got your first real romance. You've got your first breakup. Like, you've got to go buy plates, things you've never done before. Like, an 18 or a 20-year-old, there's a lot on their plate, man, that if they don't have it in them to really understand what's going on with the political system, I ain't mad at them. You got enough going on. It's the 30 and the 40-year-olds that I know who don't vote. They're the people I look at and go, now you're a jackass. Because they say, well, my vote doesn't really matter. I said, okay, like, I'm as anarchist as anybody you're going to meet, man. But even I want to play a role in that political system because I know that sometimes your vote does matter. Yes, in some ridings, not always, but sometimes it does. And you want to talk about jobs and international aid. I think that this government and previous governments in Canada recently have done it. So not just the Conservatives, but the Liberals as well, have done a terrible job of asserting Canada's role in the global, context. Where are we on the Syrian refugee crisis? Are we doing enough? Probably not. So actually, definitely not. So I look at all this stuff and I think, oh yeah, man, your vote really matters now, because you're looking at three different Canadas. You're looking at leader of the Conservative Party, Stephen Harper. He's got his version. We know what that is. Justin Trudeau, leader of the Liberal Party. We know what he wants to do. Tom Mulcair, leader of the NDP. Liz May, leader of the the Green Party. The Green Party are not going to form the government. We know that. But there are seats up for grabs to that party. You actually have a chance at deciding what kind of Canada you want now. And it hasn't been that way, at least in the last 15 years, at least in my mind, where you can go, oh, there's decided differences and it's not like in the old days where it was just two parties. There are three parties now who could possibly form the government. Canadians are pretty smug, right? We look at Americans and go, oh, you and your two-party system. Yeah, but in the history of this country, we only elect two. So we've had options and we never go there. So I think it's really cool that people's political pleasure or displeasure. There are a lot of people who love the job this, Stephen Harper's done, this current prime minister. You got a chance to bring him back. You also have a chance to lose him. So you have to vote. You have to vote. Liberals and New Democrats. New Democrat voters, for the first time federally, man, can actually elect the government. They've never felt that before. Jack got close. Love Jack. Ed Broadbent, official opposition. This is an exciting time. I know it's a longer answer than you wanted, but man, I'm excited about it.